Hey, I'm Yury from Life UK and today we are talking about knives. Life of UK! I assume all of you have some kind of knives at your home. Maybe you use them for cooking, maybe you use them for cutting something, wood, maybe rubber, I don't know. But you surely have some. I had very bad knives for a long period of my life. The metal quality was low, they were dull, but they were also cheap, which is why But then, from my first or second salary, I bought myself a really good set of knives. And when you buy something that good, you try to take care of it. So I asked a very good friend of mine who knows a lot about knives, what shall I do? Like, how can I take care of them? What maybe I shall avoid doing and stuff like that. And he was ready to answer my questions. And now I'm sharing my knowledge with you. I have 4 things that you shall do in order to keep your knives sharp and looking nice for the rest of their life. First and foremost, you need to sharpen them. And you need to know how to do it and what to do it with. As one pretty famous cook said once, dull knives are a safety hazard in the kitchen. It was Gordon Ramsay. There are a couple of ways how you can sharpen your knives. First, you can do it professional. So you go to some specialist who knows how to sharpen knives and he sharpens that for you. He probably has fitting tools. But not all of us have an opportunity to go to a knife sharpener every week or month. So we are moving to this thing. That's a sharpening steel. It's made normally either from steel or from ceramic. But to be honest with you, I didn't know that either. Sharpening steel doesn't sharpen the knife if it's made from steel. It just changes the profile of the sharp part of the knife, so it's again as sharp as it can be. However, if you have a dull knife, then sharpening steel won't help you. Except for the case if you have sharpening steel out of ceramic. I think it sounds confusing. If you have a ceramic sharpening steel that has a fitting surface in order to actually sharpen your knife, and if you have a really dull knife, you can sharpen it with a ceramic sharpening steel. I do have only this one, but I also try to take care of my knives regularly. The way how you do it is relatively simple. You take a sharpening steel and take a knife. First put it around 90 degrees, then do a half, it's around 45, then do another half, and it's around an angle where you shall start. So you put the beginning of the knife towards the sharpening steel, and you put it and you move it outside, and during that you move it from bottom to the top. It looks like that in a normal motion. And then you do that also from a different side. I'm not that good in doing that from below, which is why I'm normally doing other side to me, which is very dangerous. I didn't cut myself yet, and I don't recommend you to cut yourself, which is why be very careful when you are doing that. So one more time. Normally 2 or 3 times shall be enough for you in order to bring your knife back in a good condition. Then we have these bad boys. They normally have steel or ceramic things inside, which allows you to sharpen your knife. First and foremost, if you have metal insides, throw it away, because it can actually damage your knife. If you have ceramic insides, that's actually great, and you can use that sharpener in order to actually sharpen your knife. Next we come to washing. So you used a knife, you need to wash it. My second advice is never throw a knife in a dishwasher. Only hand wash. The reason for that is the fact that knife shall be dry as much time of its existence as it can. It shall not get wet for a long period of time. Why? Because it's steel, and steel isn't a big friend of water. Your knife can become duller, your knife can get some discolorations. Also, water has corrosive influence on steel. Because of these 3 reasons, you don't want to have your knife wet for a long period of time. That is why a third advice would be dry your knife as quick as possible after washing it. Again, the reasons are the same. It can get dull, discoloration, material can damage itself. Water can damage material actually. Then about the storage. I've read that one of the best storages you can do for knives is a magnetic strip on your wall, where you can A, present your knives very good, and B, you reduce the probability that you will dull your knife during putting it away. If you have a magnetic strip, don't put your knife to this strip, so that's a strip, don't put it like this. Put it first with the dull side and then put it to the side. Again, it will reduce the damage that can be done to material of the knife. I don't have a magnetic strip, I also don't have space for that, and with the sets that I've bought I also got a wooden block. That's approximately how it looks like. Here again is also a good way how to put your knife in. So you put with the dull side towards the wood and then put it in. That's how you reduce the probability that you will dull your knife during putting it in. A bad thing about these blocks is that you cannot wash it properly. You shall not put it in a dishwasher because the wood will not hold. Just try to maybe put some air into it from time to time so all the dust comes out of it. There are also other things that you can store your knife in, for example magnetic blocks that are actually better than wooden blocks because you can wash them better. You can technically just put them to all the other things, but my recommendation would be to have a special place for your knives in order to A, not cut yourself when you are looking for a spoon, and B, it will reduce the probability that your knife will get duller because of the moving back and forth and towards the plastic, maybe with a sharp side. That's all for today. I hope this video helped you. Please take care of your knives because, as I told you, dull knives can be dangerous during cooking. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.